Beyond Lo-Fi, the ultimate 3-step guide to mastering your mind state with Brain FM AI. If you're reading this, you've likely tried everything to lock in your focus. You've curated the perfect Spotify lo-fi beats playlist. You've put on noise-canceling headphones. You've drank enough coffee to make your keyboard vibrate. And yet, 20 minutes into a deep work session, you find yourself staring at a blank document, or worse, scrolling through a social media feed you don't even remember opening. Your brain is a complex instrument, and right now it's out of tune. Traditional music, even the calmest ambient tracks, is designed to entertain. It has loops, predictable hooks, and emotional shifts that your brain can't help but track. In short, traditional focus playlists are still competing for your attention. Brain.fm isn't music for entertainment. It's functional audio engineered by AI to change how your brain operates. Welcome to the era of neural optimization. In this post, we're going to pull back the curtain on the science of Brain FM and give you a detailed 3-step blueprint to using its patented AI to master your focus, relaxation, and sleep. Before we get to the how, we must understand the why. Most brain music apps use basic, decades-old concepts like binaural beats. While interesting, the science behind them is often inconsistent. Brain FM is fundamentally different. It uses patented neural phase locking technology. What is neural phase locking? Your brain consists of billions of neurons that communicate via electrical impulses. When these neurons fire together, they create rhythmic patterns known as brainwaves, or neural oscillations. Your mental state, whether you're drowsy, wired, calm, or focused, is directly tied to the frequency of these waves. Delta, 0.5 to 4 Hz, deep, restorative sleep. Alpha, 8 to 12 Hz, relaxed alertness, creativity, calm focus. Beta, 12 to 30 Hz, active thinking, problem solving, high-intensity focus. The problem is that your brain struggles to transition into or maintain these states when it's under stress or bombarded by distractions. Brain FM's AI solves this through neural entrainment. The AI doesn't just generate smooth melodies. It embeds highly specific rhythmic pulses and amplitude modulations directly into the acoustic signal. When your brain hears these optimized patterns, its neurons naturally begin firing in sync with the external rhythm. The AI guides your brain into the desired electrical state within 5 to 15 minutes. It's the difference between trying to meditate through sheer will and letting a guided guide lead you there. The AI's role, the architect of focus. Brain.fm's generative AI doesn't just play a pre-recorded loop. It continuously constructs functional compositions based on a set of core parameters designed by neuroscientists. It manages rhythmic intensity, creating the necessary pulses for entrainment, acoustic salience, reducing abrupt noises, hooks, or emotional shifts that cause listening fatigue, dynamic variation, changing the composition just enough over long periods to prevent your brain from getting bored and ignoring the signal. Now that you understand the science, let's put it into practice. Most people simply turn on the app and hope for the best. To truly leverage neural optimization, you need a strategy. Here is the precise 3-step sequence to use Brain.fm for deep, sustained flow state. Step 1. Define your cognitive intent and configure the AI, the transition. Your brain cannot jump instantly from a chaotic state, checking emails, a loud office, social media browsing, into deep work mode. This is the most common mistake users make. Before you begin your work session, spend 2 minutes configuring Brain FM. A. Choose your mode. Brain FM isn't a one-size-fits-all tool. The AI adjusts the entrainment frequency based on your task. Deep work, maximum neural effect. Ideal for complex writing, coding, or data analysis. Uses beta frequency entrainment. Creative, a lighter neural effect that allows your mind some flexibility to wander between thoughts. The default mode network, essential for brainstorming. Uses alpha frequency entrainment. Study, designed to optimize information retention and sustained attention. ADHD provides higher levels of stimulation. Some brains need extra engagement to maintain focus. This mode acts like a virtual fidget spinner, engaging the parts of your brain that easily wander so the rest of your brain can stay on task. B. Set the duration. Don't work indefinitely. Leverage the built-in timer to match your brain's natural rhythms, e.g., a 90-minute deep work sprint. Step 2. The 5-minute initialization protocol, the entrainment phase. You selected deep work and pressed play. Do not start your complex task yet. You must allow the neural entrainment to begin. Brain imaging studies show that widespread neural synchronization begins within 5 to 15 minutes of continuous listening to phase-locked audio. If you try to force yourself to focus while your brain is adjusting, you create mental friction. The protocol: notifications off. Close your email client, put your phone on Do Not Disturb, and eliminate all potential digital competition for your attention. Set your intention. Mentally declare precisely what you will accomplish during this session. E.g., write 1,000 words or debug this specific function. Active initialization. First 5 minutes. Put on your noise-canceling headphones. Listen to the AI-generated composition. Take slow breaths. Let the soundscape fill your auditory field. Don't fight to focus. Just let the AI stabilize your neural rhythms. You will feel a palpable mental transition, a narrowing of attention as entrainment locks in. Step 3. Sustaining the state and real-time customization. Once you are 15 minutes in, you are likely in your zone. You have experienced transient hypofrontality, the slowing down of self-criticism and time awareness that characterizes a flow state. Brain.fm is unique because its AI composition can be adjusted in real time if you find your flow wavering. A. Manage volume as stimulation. Volume isn't just about loudness. It's about the intensity of the entrainment signal. If your task becomes incredibly cognitively demanding, lower the volume. A lower volume reduces acoustic complexity, allowing more resources for the task itself. If you are doing routine tasks, admin, data entry, and feel sleepy, raise the volume slightly. This increases stimulation and engagement. B. Use the neural effect slider. Brain FM features an intensity slider that allows you to control how strongly the phase-locking signals influence your brainwaves. Start at medium. This is ideal for most users. Slide to high. If your environment is chaotic, or if you are feeling exceptionally distracted, or if you have ADHD. This increases the depth of the rhythmic modulation. Key mistakes to avoid: the why it might not be working section. If you aren't feeling the effects, you are almost certainly doing one of these things. Listening through laptop speakers. Neural entrainment requires a clear, distinct auditory signal to both ears. You must use quality headphones or a decent external speaker setup that can reproduce the subtle rhythmic modulations. Without headphones, the phase-locked signal can be lost in room acoustics. Listening in short bursts. Entrainment is cumulative. It's like turning a large flywheel. It takes time to build momentum. If you listen for 5 minutes, turn it off to answer a call, and turn it back on, you reset the initialization process. Aim for minimum 30 to 45-minute sessions. Treating it like entertainment. Do not skip tracks looking for your favorite melody. Every skip track resets the dynamic composition algorithm and interrupts entrainment. Let the AI do the composition work while you do the cognitive work. The old methods of focusing, sheer willpower and caffeine, are no longer sufficient in our distraction-saturated world. Your focus is your most valuable asset, and it deserves specialized, evidence-based tools. Brain FM is not another playlist, it is neural infrastructure. By understanding the neuroscience behind its AI and following this detailed 3-step blueprint, initializing correctly, allowing entrainment to lock in, and strategically managing your state, you are not just playing background music. You are optimizing your brain's architecture for peak performance. Try the 5-minute initialization protocol today. When the time comes to focus, don't just work harder. Work smarter by tuning your brain to the frequency of flow. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and notified on daily updates.